And it's the time. What do you want to talk about, Kim?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
You said it, not me, brother. I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages.
You should take care of that, then.
I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay. I mean, I have that check or whatever. This. He said we should go to sleep, not me.
Huh? All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
There's more to explore down this way. There's just a whole lot more to explore, actually. This is like... This right here is like the farthest I've gone. There's a lot. What? I guess that was a bomb. This place was yeah. Something exploded there, probably.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky. Cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships. Clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
That's your name. What's in the west? Well, something about the north was being told to me by somebody.
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Filthy water pools around a body. Droplets of rain slip from the dead man's cold cheeks.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
I run my fingers through my hair. Your hair is an oily mess, flicked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. What about the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
There's something moving right there. I shake my shoulders.
You shudder,
again.
looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow.
I'm gonna get closer to my screen. What is that? Is that a part of this interface? What? It's just a mirror image of right here, except it's moving around. Weird.
Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
What's south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where the hood at? Where the hood? Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Thank you, Shivers. Why am I not there?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
I look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover.
I spent 10 minutes looking
Way
at...
up there, where rain forms, rotors fly silently.
fuck.
Your sight clears.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Right. That's absolutely pissing down, isn't it? Alright. Fridge victim's body. You need to buy yourself more time to find whatever you're missing in the corpse. A fridge. That's the Whirling, Frit, or maybe Kuno. Or someone else. Send victim's body to processing after I get those boots. Pay for damages. I have the big-ass check. Let's try and go to sleep. I want those boots. Hey, 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 my guy.
Can I help you?
So about this money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
How about this, then?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
Mm-hmm. You want it?
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
Well, you're not getting it.
Damn you, Fat Everard. Your novelty check is useless.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try that. Let's talk about something else.
Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
Later. Let's see if we could cash it in at Frit. Excuse me. I'm sure the body will be fine. It survived hanging up this long in the rain. I just hit a button and it made a noise and I'm scared to press it again. I think I hit Q. Buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. Ah. Useful. Big novelty check I own. You give me?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Novelty check cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
I apparently do.
Anything else I can do for you?
That was easy. Worryingly so. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin. Right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
I need to buy some stuff to help my face. My what? My not heartbeat die would fall over.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay, here. I hope. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Oh, no, take a
Okay,
couple of these.
here. Okay, here.
You just want to be stocked up for anything. Alright, back to where I was. Whirling in rags, I remember. I am recording this, yes? Yes. Just making sure. And hurry up a little. God, these gloves are filthy. I should probably take them off. But I won't. Unless I find some better gloves. So,
Can I help you?
so about that money.
Yes. Have you got it?
Oh, are we coming to some agreement?
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Yeah, sure, Kim, go ahead.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and
He stops mid-sentence.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
I don't have to tell him about my key that I have. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Talk about a fridge later. Today's just going swimmingly. This better be better than just a tent. It'll be fine. The corpse will be fine.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
I look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What are those?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity.
Incredible.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing physics demonstration.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners? Oh, no, I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want me to put them on?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I I really like Kim. But, you know, there's probably plenty of other Let's Plays on this game where people are nice to Kim. Go watch one of those instead. It's only right that we sell them.
Don't make your unpaid hostel bill a moral boon, officer. It won't stick.
Shut down. I've nothing to add.
You said something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
I leave. The magnificent hubcap spinners that Lieutenant Kitsuragi has donated to you so that you could pay for your room at the Whirling. They are slate blue and shimmer hotly in the light. South, you said, yeah? Hello. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Plastic-wrapped macaronis stamped with humanitarian aid. These all look like things I should look at later. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Let's go in. I'm hungry again. I haven't eaten today. I woke up and just immediately started recording. Some kind of machine. Antique cash register? There's so much in here. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. A bust of a woman. The black simply says D-E-I. In the dark, a film projector whirls away. And I'll talk to him first.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Have you had any trouble?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal,
Right.
people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe. Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Oh, electrochemistry.
Feeling warm
Yeah.
and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward? Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? Explain.
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
So where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days?
How would I know?
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
What is the people pile?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
Anything with the words decay generator in it is probably a bad idea. Tell me about this emergency relief brigade.
We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood. Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiring light and stops. It must have been tough, that thing you did.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How'd you end up here?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but
Thank you.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
So get a share, or?
You said you done it before, yeah?
Think so.
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
I write the pyro every day.
Every day. You look the part.
Is it the gloves?
Here you go, man.
He presents a large cap-shaped object in the palm of his hand. Very odd-looking.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
There's something I would like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. Gone forever.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
That was a 12-ranked thing. Just to let me know that they were not in my possession anymore. Probably could have used them for something later.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash, then turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I want this picture of a corpse. I'll I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Limited. Yeah, it's just. I think these are just for selling. I sell the postcard. Postcard. Leaving behind an opiate. Yep. I have it. My pen. I still use it. Dock worker shift card. This thing. Nope. Still using that. Photo of a happy couple. I don't think I should sell this. Also considering it's not that much. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Still, you might be able to help, though.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the guy that got hunged?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Know anything about the Wild Pines representative that's in town?
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of wild pines. And I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved.
Have you met the Wild Pines rep?
No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, you have more questions, or are we?
Yeah, we are.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you have any guns, like the ones carried to be officers in the citizens militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
That's unfortunate.
What? Sold?
Where?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
This is getting better
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
and better.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
She just loves my work.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Any idea where we could find her?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from, or where she went.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Girl who stole my gun. Bought my gun.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Have people from Everett Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
Great.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claims.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Well. At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something
course.
else. I want to talk about nothing else. Kim, I don't... I'm gonna take this drug and just hope everything works out, okay? Actually, let's see what it does. Ooh, Perilodon. Plus Psyche minus Health. A pretty little puck-shaped cap of purple liquid that can bring on anything from hot flashes to military-grade psychosis. With sufficient tolerance, however, it can make any weather feel balmy, if only for a while. Yeah. It buffs my psyche, but lowers my health. My psyche is the one that's bad and could probably honestly use the most buffing. Let's just do that for now. Why do I still have these clothes on? Let's get them off.
Whoa. In your hand, Perolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power.
Now, get out of here, electrochemistry. I don't need you right now.
No problem. This one's for the brave and sensitive ones anyway. It could improve your human interactions, but you threw that chance away. No matter. In a few hours, you'll get the urge again. Maybe then you'll choose more courageously.
Listen, electrochemistry, I love you. You're my best friend in this entire world. I'm probably about to go to sleep pretty soon. Wouldn't it be more useful when I'm awake to enjoy it? Speaking of enjoying it, I hope you enjoyed this episode, much like you would a nice shot of Perolidon. Hopefully I'll be back more in a more timely fashion after this recording session. Bye.